In April 2023, I made a costly mistake. I'd had this ad pop up on Instagram a couple of times over a couple of days for a self-leveling tripod. And after a few days, I'd clearly been worn down and I clicked on it. What I saw really excited me. It was for a new tripod by Benro. It automatically self-leveled with the aid of a battery pack, and it weighed just 1.25 kilograms, had a minimum height of 44 centimeters and a maximum height of 155 centimeters. It sounded like the tripod I had been looking for years. I love the idea of self-leveling. I thought actually this could be really handy even in the studio environment where sometimes I just want to get things level really quickly and ready to go, and it would have done that, which is excellent. I like the fact that even when I was out and about, you know, you can set the tripod up initially, hit a button, it self-levels, then you can get back, get your gear ready, get your camera on, and let's go. 1.25 kilograms was ultra light. It's lighter than any other tripod that I have. Excellent for travel. I was even going on a trip later that year that it was perfect for. And given I was ordering this in April, you know, surely I'd have it by October. The thing I hadn't really paid attention to, and to be honest, this is my bad, I hadn't really fully clocked it was a Kickstarter. The way that Benro had made the website, it just didn't really twig with me. And yes, at some point I checked a box that said I was aware it was a Kickstarter, presumably. And, you know, that's that. But over a year and a half later, well, almost a year and a half later, and $528 plus some shipping charge I paid a couple of, like a year ago or something. I was about to say a couple of months, it's been longer than that. I have nothing to show for it. This is a wonderful Manfrotto Element Me travel tripod, which I can highly recommend. And you know what? If you go on Amazon and order one, I'll deliver it to you. You see, Benro, to me, are starting to give me vibes of a company that doesn't actually give a crap about their customers. I have had over 20 emails backwards and forth with Benro's customer service team, who've now just completely stopped replying, trying to get a refund for the tripod and just be done with this whole saga. Because to be completely frank, for the money that I've spent, I could get something better elsewhere at this point. Because the product that they promised isn't even the product that they have shipped to the few people that have received one. This is that sort of eternal hype cycle that you get in the tech industry. It's not even limited to the photographic industry. The tech industry as a whole, of announcing something really cool and then just not delivering. In the past, I have avoided Kickstarters like the plague, and somehow this one got past me. I don't know how I got through the entire transactional process without entirely twigging what was going on. It was only when I received the email confirming my order that I realised, oh dear, I have just managed to invest my money into a Kickstarter. But I thought it would be fine, because Benro, as a company, in theory at least, up until that point, had a fairly decent reputation in my mind. You know, Chinese tripod manufacturer, makes some high-endish gear, they make some low-endish gear, happy medium, felt fairly safe. But it wasn't, because I'm just being blanked by a company at this point that promised to refund me almost a year ago. It was December the 23rd, after some back and forth in November, that they finally confirmed to me, we'll put you on a list and we'll get you refunded. And then nothing came. So I chased up a few weeks later, still no refund. I chased up a couple of months later, still no refund. I think I've emailed roughly every month, sometimes more often. And I'm just getting ignored by them at this point. You know, at one point I will give them their dues. They said they'd send it out to me as a priority. But I'd have to pay more taxes and more shipping because they'd send it directly from China and it wouldn't come to the UK distribution. So I'd have to deal with the import tax. And to be honest with you, at this point, I'd sunk so much money into this project that it just seemed ridiculous to give any more money to them, even if it's to the government by way of not dealing with the import duties. So this cautionary tale is, if you've invested, because I'm going to call it an investment at this point, in the Benro Theta Kickstarter project, you have my sympathies. If you have received the tripod, I'd love to hear what you think of it. The Facebook group I'm in about the tripod certainly give the impression that the delivered tripods are a lot heavier than 1.25 kilograms, extremely noisy from what I can tell, and not really living up to what they promised. The product doesn't even look the same at this point, which I guess, given it was a Kickstarter and was a development project, is no surprise, because I'm guessing the proof of concept that they used to sell us all on this probably never existed to begin with, and if it did, it probably didn't work as advertised. So yeah, the kind of a fun one, just a cautionary tale. If the Benro Theta is ever available to the general public, not sure I'd buy one, to be honest with you. I think they promised too much and it's come with too many compromises, just from my view of what other people have said about it. God knows I don't know, because I don't have one, and I probably won't see my money back, though. I'm speaking to my bank about that, so we'll see. But yeah, interesting one. I think the self-leveling function could have been really interesting to a lot of people, but I don't have a tripod, so I can't tell you whether it's any good or not. And if it's really noisy, to be honest, I'm not sure I'd use it very much. Like, I don't want to sit in the middle of a forest, you know, taking some landscapes or you know, bird photography or whatever it is, and set the tripod up and the damn thing's so loud that it scares everything away. Equally, even if you're in like a slightly busier area, having a loud screeching tripod, which is kind of the impression I've got from the videos I've seen, that would really put me off using it anywhere in public anyway. So it sounds like the intended use case doesn't really exist. But yeah, no, Benro Theta. I'm afraid I am no longer on that team, and I think it was, to me, to be honest, my personal opinion is this is what a scam looks like, because I've thrown quite a bit of money their way, and a year and a half later, I have no product. And they said they'd be shipping in July, by the way, of 2023. So yeah, we're a bit past that at this point. So it feels quite scammy to me. That's where I'm at on it. So yeah, crazy world we live in. Be careful out there. I would reiterate the advice I've given to people in the past, and I didn't heed myself. If you see a cool Kickstarter project, awesome, bookmark the page, wait for the product to come out, and then buy it from them. You might have to pay slightly more money, but you might at least get a project that's actually finished and usable. So yeah, just a quick video to discuss Benro's Theta project and the fact that, yeah, a year and a half later, I have nothing to show for it. You win some, you lose some. Thank you very much for watching. If you invested or bought a Benro Theta and still haven't got one, leave a comment. Love to hear your experience, especially if you managed to get a refund. I know some people did, so fair play if that was you. If you got your Theta, let us know what you think about it. Is it any good? Is it what you expected? Does it weigh 1.25 kilograms? And equally, if you'd like the video, subscribe so I can continue making more and hopefully buying products that actually exist rather than don't. Thanks very much for watching. I hope I see you again next time. Goodbye.